You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
And welcome, maybe for the 100th time, trying to go live with the All in Our Heads podcast. So far, it says we're live good. If it stops, we're just going to have to stick with the regular recording and then upload it to YouTube at another time.
Well, I can just tell you that between mine and your talking,
yeah,
what I'm saying with you, again, just our normal Skype communication, your voice comes through first, and then your mouth moves.
Well, that's got to be on your end because everything's perfect on this end. Your lips are moving with yours, mine's with mine, and everything's perfect. So it's got to be something over there. Let's let me go watch it on the phone and see.
Is everything matching up?
Yep, everything matches up. So it's on your computer, my friend.
Okay.
So why? I don't know. But
fuck off.
Me or the computer?
You know what? Fuck off. Let's see what's up.
What?
Shut up. That's what I just said. Shut up.
Ooh, easy.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, what'd you do? What'd you do?
No.
You fixed it?
No, because my son had Zoom open. I thought maybe the connection was fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could have been using too much energy, your computer, by having multiple programs up. Yeah, that's what it was.
All right.
That's what it was. Well, welcome. Welcome. Sunday night, usual All in Our Heads podcast. No games, no nothing planned, just straight up.
Thank God. I shared that we were on, and it's not even on my page that I shared it.
Really?
Yeah. Nope, it's not there.
Yeah, it says on your fan page is because I should.
No, it shouldn't be. It'd be on my regular page.
I just shared it to my regular page. Don't worry, people. This is what podcasts are. We got to try. What? No, what?
Nothing.
What's happening over there, Mike? For the listeners that aren't watching us on video, what's the freak out?
Fuck.
Okay, nice to explain.
I'm fine.
You sound fine. Nobody sounds more fine than a guy swiping an iPad yelling "fuck." Anytime I see that in public, I'm like, that guy looks fine.
Good.
No,
that
guy's handling COVID like a champ.
It's like I just want to fucking share it, you motherless fuck. There it is. Okay.
Wow, why it's got to be motherless?
Because
if the guy's already motherless, I mean, why you gotta rub salt on the wound?
He doesn't need me busting.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough thing to go through in life, being motherless, and now you're like, oh, sorry, I didn't know I was messing with you guys' podcast.
So it's just a lot of just things that are aggravating me. You are back to being delayed. Now I wasn't able to share it to my page. Now I don't know if it went to my page, to my regular. Yeah, now it's on me, but it's like behind. So let's see what happens.
Rich Borsick says we're all good.
All right, fuck it. So, hey, you want to hear a stupid?
Right off the bat, this is what this whole podcast for the years we've been doing it is. Yes, I want to hear the stupid. And whatever comes after the word stupid, we want to hear it. That's why we're here.
All right. So, here's something I truly believe. When, people who are close to you, that you love, that were your friends or family, when they die, I think you take a piece of them and you start doing things that they would do.
Right.
So, for my dad passed away, my dad loved Payday candy bars. When I was growing up, I fucking hated them. Right? So, he would just buy Payday candy bars because he knew I wouldn't eat them. Okay. So when he passed away, I can't stop eating Payday candy bars. Okay,
it's a good candy bar, just to.
It's a great candy bar, but I didn't like it when I was a kid.
It's all peanuts and caramels and shit. And is it nougat or is it caramel?
It's caramel. It's not nougat.
I don't know if there was a little bit of nougat core.
There's no nougats in a Payday.
Just straight really caramel, good. Straight peanut.
Straight caramel and peanut and salt, which is really good. So he passed away. I couldn't stop eating them. When my boy Tommy passed away. Tommy was a big craps player. I never understood craps. I would hang with him and just watch him play. But now when he passed away, every time I go into a casino, I want to play craps. I just want to play craps.
Yeah.
That's a part of him living through me. When Frankie passed, I think I took some of his dumb.
So Frankie left left
his
some
dumb.
dumb.
Yeah, like so I own a lot of his dumb now.
Oh, that's a big burden.
You ain't kidding.
Frankie dumb was
Oh, it was next level dumb.
next level.
So here, remember a couple days ago? Remember on I think Friday I called you, maybe Thursday or Friday called you, flipping out that my niece's dog
Had COVID-19.
had COVID-19 and
Yeah.
she was at the house and I was fucking pissed. So my mom had texted me that day when I called you, Lucy has COVID-19. Now my niece's dog's name is Lucy. My niece's roommate's name is Eddie. She said in the text, Lucy tested positive for COVID-19. Edward said she's okay. She's just tired.
Right.
She seems like she's stable.
Okay.
I was fucking pissed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday I go downstairs and my mom's like, I just talked to Lucy. She's doing real well. And I was like, oh, good. Okay, cool. And she's like, yeah, I was just on the phone. Now, Lucy is her friend for like the last 40 years. Who's 91 years old. She's in a senior citizen home. And so when she said she was talking to Lucy, I'm like, all right, that's good. And she's like, she said she's doing really well. She said she's a little weak, but she's doing well. I'm like, okay, cool. I said to my sister, I'm like, why the fuck am I worrying about Lucy being weak? I don't know. And she's like, because she has COVID. And then as soon as she said it, it all clicked. It was Lucy, the human being, that has COVID.
Not the dog?
Not the dog. And Lucy's son is Edward, not Eddie, the roommate.
Oh, my God. What are you, like Ralph Cramden? He's got arterial monochromia, whatever he has. It only affects boxers.
I was so angry that day. And my mother, I was texting her saying, hey, what the fuck? Now Tony Ann's been here. We're all going to be exposed. Maybe we're going to have to fucking quarantine ourselves because who knows? And my mom was like, let's pray not. Like, she was right there with it because she's dumb. She was like not knowing what the fuck I was even talking about. And I was like, so I thought it was Lucy the dog and it was Lucy the human. So your pit bulls do not have COVID and we don't have to worry about Googling, can I catch COVID from a pit bull?
Yeah, but poor Lucy, the old lady.
Yeah, well, apparently she's strong. She's doing okay.
Oh, she's doing good.
Yeah, she's 91-year-old broad from like Hudson County. She's not going to just get beat up like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not her thing. She's like, she'll fight. I mean, you don't really have a choice when it comes to this fucking thing, but.
No?
No, I'm not a professional doctor, but no.
Is there amateur doctor? I'm not a professional doctor.
Yes, there apparently is a lot of.
On Facebook.
Have you been on Facebook?
Yeah.
So many amateur doctors.
That's how I started injecting Lysol. When I give my.
He didn't say that, bro. He didn't say that.
When I give my dog his insulin in the morning, I take another syringe, some Lysol, shoot at my neck. I don't even feel sick. I'm getting it in the system just in case it makes it way in there.
All right, fucking libtard, fucking liberal, thinking that's what. Let me help you, liberal.
But then I saw some. I've only been reading headlines because I don't
read any of it.
Was it Tom Hanks's wife that had it?
She was
taking Clorox baths. Clorox bleach baths.
Something like that.
So maybe
he
was right. Maybe he was right. I'm just saying.
You saw the headline. I didn't click the ad because who the fuck knows?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Who doesn't take Clorox baths?
You know how many times I've gotten, and this is not even relevant to now. I'm talking about a couple of years ago. You get like an ad, and people fall for it. You click the ad to read the headline, and it takes you, but they dummied up the page.
Yeah.
To be like it's from that website, and how you know is if you look at the fucking hypertext link.
Yeah.
You'll see that it's not really. So if it says USA Today, and you look up at the link, it's like Joey Fox's, morning browser, and you're like, wait.
Yeah, or it's like USA Tomorrow. It says you don't even say it.
USA Yesterday.
USA Yesterday. What? USAYesterday.org. USAYesterday.tv.
dot backslash net.
Yeah. USA Today / MySpace.com. What? Wow. That's really yesterday.
/ Pinterest.
/ Pinterest.
But yeah, I don't click any news story. I don't click anything on Facebook like that. I'll click games, stupid puzzles, stupid things to make me, how old are you going to be? What are you going to look like if you were a dog? I'll do those things, but.
Yeah, remember the MySpace days. If you think back, there was no politics on MySpace. Because I think
there was no politics really out there.
I think if MySpace was today, people would have Trump. Remember, we could change your background for whatever style.
Have those little like emojis.
Yeah,
remember the little gifs.
You'd have your own style in the back, like big bells.
But you would try to go on people's pages and it would have so much stuff it would lock up.
Yeah, the song starts, the page is locked up, and some song is blasting in your house. You're like, Jesus.
I just want to go see, who we have in common. I can't get down to his top 10.
Yeah, I tried going there recently. I can't. I don't know my login, but it's still there.
Well, like 3 or 4 years ago, right? They tried to do it, revamp it and make it for bands, like it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they sent you an email, if you want to continue with your MySpace page, click this link. And I was like, oh no, I'm good.
I just wanted to go in. I thought it would be fun to go in there because I was single back in MySpace days. To get the douche chilling messages. I was going back and forth with girls. I thought that would have gotten a real fun thing with the podcast, reading single joke, fucking throwing game. Dude, I found pictures of I'm trying to think I can't remember the name of. There was the first social media I was on. I mean, you had your AIM, your instant messenger stuff, but there was this, I think it was called Live Journal. And you followed people kind of like that. People followed you, but it was just you just post a journal every day.
Okay.
So it was and I found the pictures that I took for my profile for that. So I had to be 26. Yankee hat on backwards. Fucking 5 o'clock shadow. I gotta post those.
So listen to this. We talk about your shadow. So I'm downstairs playing. I was eating dinner with my kids, and they were. My son was on my daughter's phone playing a game with her group of friends. And they were all on speaker. They were playing spades. So it was 4 people playing, and they were all talking and stuff. And I said something. I was yelling at Samantha for something, joking around. And one of the guys was like, "Yo, is that Papa Gaff?" And my son was like, "Yeah." Yeah, it's Dad Gaff. Is that Pop Gaff? You know what I mean? And my son was like, "Yeah, it's him." And he's like, "Yo, man, I listen to his podcast all the time, man. We listen to him live. Him and his friend Joe." He's like, Joe was trying to grow some. He's trying to grow some fucking pedophile mustache. Thank God he shaved it.
Yeah. Thank God I shaved. I agree with you. If you're watching right now, there's just only so many people that can pull off a mustache properly without looking creepy.
He called it a pedo stash.
I wouldn't deny that.
It was just cool hearing that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Somebody. Huh?
Hell yeah. I always like to hear that there's people listening and watching. Got some people in the chat. Nice.
So there's my dumb Frank. My dumb Frank. That is totally a Frank move. You know what I'm going to start doing? Something I want to do in honor of my boy is I think it's therapeutic for me too, is because I really truthfully can't accept, can't get my brain around that it's almost 2 years that he's gone. I keep thinking it was last
2 years.
September will be 2 years.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it was 5 years. My father was gone this year.
I keep saying 6 months ago. Last September.
I thought it would be a year. I didn't even realize 2 years.
True. June will be a year for Joey.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's I don't know, man. So some therapeutic, maybe something I need to do, because I have a hard time with Frank. You know what I mean? I really do.
Yeah.
More so than I have my dad. and and Tom. I mean, I have a really hard time. So some days I'm like, really a mess.
Well, sometimes, like, I mean, I've had close friends pass away. It's like, in some ways, you're closer to your boys
than you are your family.
Than your
yeah,
family.
absolutely.
I mean, you love your family, you have history with your family, and there's like this innate blood, like this love from being with each other all the time. But
right.
You're like more open with your pals.
Oh, there's so much more intimacy.
It's just such a big loss.
Right.
So
much more bonding and so much. Yeah, there's so much. We know way more about each other's stuff. You know what I mean? It just is the thing.
I felt that for a while when my friend Keith passed away because, he was sick, and then it's like you start feeling guilty like afterwards because you're like, gosh, I spent more time.
Right.
Well, like, it's weird. You get like into your life, and then you just don't realize how quick things go by, and then one day he's gone. You're like, holy shit, I really didn't suck up. I obviously didn't stay in that headspace, but I remember that messing me up for a while, thinking like,
yeah, my thing is just, I mean, I just can't believe that we'll never hang again. It's really hard for me to get my head around that.
I feel like that about my dad. That's what I was telling Carrie. I was like, I can't believe it. Like, I still feel like I can call him sometimes.
Right. Exactly.
Like his number's still on my phone 5 years later.
Right.
I still have messages on my answer machine I just can't listen to. It's so funny. Neither. There's messages I save. I have a few from Otto.
Oh, okay.
Through Otto Peterson and Dad a few.
I have Tommy. I have one from Tommy, and like two from Frankie saved. And I can't even listen to Frank's voice. I haven't listened to it since the day of that funeral where they were trying to do some videos. I haven't heard it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking about doing is maybe just like daily, or I mean not daily, maybe once a week. We used to have a show, me and him, called Mike and Mooch.
I remember that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That maybe I'll just once a week. Maybe it's 10 minutes. Maybe it's 2 minutes. Maybe it's a minute and a half. Just a story about Frank. You know what I mean? Just little funny stories about Frank, live, or on a recording or whatever. I don't give a fuck how I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not, man?
Just to kind of like hey, look, hey Joe, it's Mitch. In case you couldn't have got it from his name.
Hey, what's up, Mitch? Mitch is a good buddy. Him and his wife used to come see me all the time at Uncle Vinny's. They live down the shore. They'd bring like, they're like, oh, we're coming to see you tonight, and I thought it'd be like Mitch and his wife, and then it's like it brings like the family reunion. It's like,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's like a huge table of people.
That's awesome.
Always the greatest laughers. I'm like, can you guys come?
That's what you need. You need that.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, I was thinking about doing that. Unless I do it, maybe I do a part of this just to tell a story about Frank. I could do that too instead of just talking to nobody.
Sure, man. I mean, this is the podcast, man. You tell a story about Frank if you want.
I'll tell a funny story about this. Is I don't know if you know this, but I gamble sometimes.
Wait a minute. Let's start there.
Got to bury the lead on that one, huh?
Yeah. Wait. I mean, we've heard rumblings.
Yeah. Well, I'm confirming.
Confirming. Oh, so you do gamble.
Once in a while.
You throw out a little pocket change here and there, but you know when to stop.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yep.
I'm trying to get the whole picture. Yep. That is little pocket change here and there. Well, pocket change. When like you only lose
limit
what you come with.
And that's it.
And if you have winnings, you put your money you came with in your pocket, and you only play with the winnings, and you 100%. Always leave ahead or even.
Every time.
All right, we just wanted to confirm what type of gambler you are, in case any new guests to the podcast don't know the true degenerate that you are, and that we're absolutely lying right now.
So
that was my Mike story.
So Frank
So back to Frank.
Frank and his dad, they both had, this kind of same blood. It's like we all had shared the same blood. But this was like 2000.
Frank was a gambler too?
Well, not like me.
Oh, okay.
But he would play poker. He liked to play poker, and he liked the action. His dad was a big time gambler. Numbers,
yeah.
So it's like 2006, 2007. I was playing poker a lot, and there was this illegal card game in Rutherford, in an office building in Rutherford, and so it was like a poker, like they rented out an office space in this 6-story office building, and 4 or 5 nights a week they were there. You get in, fucking security, walking out the door, making sure no cops came. They got raided a few times. I wasn't there for it. But so at this time, and in pretty much every time in mine and Frank's life, one of us is always broke, right? So, but if it was a Friday or Saturday, any day during the week, but anytime, but like we would be like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm broke. Don't worry about it. Let's go get something to eat, and whoever had the money paid.
Right.
Let's go to the city. Want to grab some food? We'll go to the city, get some food. You know what I'm saying? So it was a Friday night. I had like $600, and I didn't want to do I got you, let's fucking go and eat.
Right.
I didn't feel like doing that. I felt like going to gamble. So he called me up and was like, yo, what's up, man? And I was like, nah. And I played it down too. I got my voice way down. Like, nah, man, I'm just broke, bro. I don't feel like doing that. And, you know what I mean? And he was like, he matched my energy. He was like, yeah, me too, man. I'm broke. And I was like, we'll fucking figure it out tomorrow, man. We'll just get together tomorrow, go to the diner. He's like, that works, bro. So I'm already heading to my car. So I get in my car and I drive to Rutherford. I go up and I'm at the window and I'm giving $600, getting some money for some chips.
Yeah.
And I turn around and at the poker table is fucking Frankie.
Oh no.
He looks up at me. He's like, oh, and I'm like, well, neither. He's like, you can't say shit to me either, bro. You fucking lied to me too. We both lied to each other because we wanted to go gamble and not have to worry about someone else being left alone. We didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. We didn't want to hurt each other's feelings.
Right. He's like, you lied first.
Yeah. Like, we didn't want to leave each other hanging. So, like, he lied to me. I lied to him because I didn't want him to think I was going out. If he had no money, I didn't want him to think I'm going out without him.
Right. Well, most lies are to save someone else's feelings.
That one was that, but I also wanted to, yeah. It was like, right. I didn't want to hurt his feelings, but I really wanted to gamble. And if I would have said I got some money, he was like, I got nothing, I got no money, then I would have to fucking go out with him. And vice versa. If he said he had money and I was like, yeah, I'm broke, he would have been like, you want to get something? We would have never said, listen, man, I'm going to play poker, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
We would have done that to each other. We would have left each other alone.
Right.
So he's like, I got you. And so we both lied. And I'm walking in and I can hear him laughing at the table. And I turn around, I was like, oh. And he's like, oh. And he's so embarrassed that we both got red. He's like, you can't get mad at me. You fucking lied too. That was minor. That's pretty much our fucking existence.
That's pretty funny, though.
Huh?
That's pretty funny.
It was like, a classic. And then I know we sat down for a couple of hours, and I think I don't know if I lost. He lost. He took a bath that night. We were at Atlantic City. I mean, I remember one time we were in Atlantic City, and he's at another table. We're playing 1-2, no limit. He's at a table. I'm at a table. I didn't know at the time he was drinking. He had relapsed drinking. He didn't say nothing to me. So he's at the other table, and he's fucking ordering drinks, and he's putting them in front of the guy next to him in case I came over.
Right.
So I came over, and I'm like, yo, man, let's go get something to eat, bro. And he's like, all right. But he's like, but he just ordered 2 drinks. They were like standing in front of that guy. So he's like, I'll meet you outside. I'll be out there in a minute. He pounded him real quick. And he thought he was fine. He said he was fine. He stood up and fell onto the poker table. He was so drunk.
Whoa.
Like, whoa. And he was like, oh, no. He's like, I got to go out and hang with Mike. He doesn't even know I'm fucked up. So he tried to get himself sober, but I could smell it on him.
That's
So
the
we
best when someone that like may not still be drunk, but they
Yes.
just the smell. You know, you been drinking? Be like, what?
I didn't bring it up. I just let him be that. So we go eat and we like leaving. It's like fucking 6 in the morning. I'm like, I gotta go home. I'm fucking exhausted. We had been down there probably 15 hours. I was spent. And we're driving and I can't keep my eyes open. And I was like, man, I'm just gonna lay down. He's like, I can drive home. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You're not driving my car, man. He's like, why? I can drive. I didn't go into it. I just let him be that.
Right.
And then the next day, he's like, yo, man, I'm like, dude, he's like, you knew? And I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, I knew. Well, we were going to talk about it now. You're fucked up already. I'm not doing that. So, other guys, that's the one thing. It's like, the way I've been in the program since I started is if you get high and fucked up and do all that stuff, you're still my boy.
Right.
Because I don't give a fuck about your life. You're choosing. The program is about the way how you choose how you want to live.
Right.
I'm not here to make your choices for you. This is how I'm choosing to live this way. If you don't want to live this way, it's on you. I don't care. I want to see you do well, but I'm not going to be like, I can't be around that guy. Really?
Right. Right.
Strong enough to be around that guy? I hate people like that. Oh, if you ain't clean, you can't be near me. All right, then I guess you didn't just do that then. I'm not going to do that. Now, I'm not going to hang with Frank and he's like, yo, let's go to the bar. I always told him that. Just last time before he died, you know, he had said, I don't want to be clean. I don't want to live that lifestyle. He just didn't.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll drink and I'll smoke weed. I'm like, well, just know, Frank, that I'm not hanging out with you when you're drinking and smoking weed.
Right.
He's not doing that. He's like, I would never do it in front of you like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not that guy. I'm not going to hang with you as you drink. You know what I'm saying? Not Frank. Other people in the program that relapse, you know, then they drink once in a while. I'll hang with you. I don't give a fuck. Who the fuck am I to tell you how to live?
Yeah, especially if you have a good friendship, you know?
Right.
No, it's funny. There was a dude, I won't name him, but there was a dude I went to meetings with that would relapse a lot and people would like kind of shun him, but I would never. I would always still hang and,
right.
You know, I'd be like, that shit don't matter to me, you know?
Right.
You're still my boy. And then he came back and got clean for a while, and then I kind of left meetings still being clean but wasn't going. He started shunning me for not going to meetings all the time. I'm like, you motherfucker. Every time you relapsed, I was fucking and now you're getting all high and mighty on me, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. I should have shunned you. Shunning me.
That's why I mean, like me and you, we're close because we kind of have the same feeling about that overall being clean and who we are as a person and living life. Yes, it's just all a choice. You learn to live life that's what fits for you, what's right for you. And the program was supposed to be a set of tools. It's like if I go buy a drill at Home Depot.
Yeah.
You go buy the same drill at Home Depot. We go home. You might be fucking building a goddamn shed with your drill. I'm fucking putting shelves up with my drill.
Yeah.
We got the tools, though. We're doing what we want to do with our lives. These fuckers get the tools, and they all think they got to be building the same fucking thing. I said, no, we're not all building the same thing with the tools, man. We're supposed to be building our own lives.
Yeah. I saw an interesting TED Talk one time. This guy talked about, like, I forget the proper words he used. We almost said, like,
He's talking about relationships. Were important. That guy.
Well, he talked about finding, like, a passion.
Yes.
A purpose.
And connections.
It was like, the antidote to
yes,
addiction. And when you listen to him, it's if you look at your life, especially being clean as long as we have, he's not wrong.
Right, no.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I sometimes see that with people that relapse is like they don't have this extra. They're, we're all like searching for something in drugs that we couldn't find, and then like, then you find it in meetings, but then that doesn't sustain. You need to like find something in your life, and I remember. I just remember, like, if I think back, some people, it's like could be even, for instance, like a guy like Frank. Like, life ain't as exciting for him. He don't have any passions. It's like, I'm just getting high every once in a while.
Right.
Like, I don't want to live clean. I can't be living a boring life.
Yeah, he just was like, yeah, that's how he was. I mean, not boring, but he was like his dad. See, his dad was a dope fiend years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago, and stopped using dope. Wasn't even drinking. I don't think he was doing anything. But then, like, as he got older, he started smoking weed a little bit. But he was a gambling degenerate. He kind of still hung out. He was that guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't like this, like, holier than thou spiritual guru. He didn't want to live like that. And Frank kind of wanted to just, like, I believe there's two different people. There's people that the amount of days matters to them. And then there's people who are just living and enjoying life. And if I have one day, I'm good. If I have 77 days, I'm good. Like, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I think there's two different people. There's people who are stuck on the number of, as long as I have days. It's like, cool, man. But they get like this mob mentality, this pack culture of we all have to be doing it the same way. I just remember.
I mean, I see it in a way. Like, we have a mutual friend that's been trying to get clean, and I've been talking with him lately. And,
right.
And I said, I was telling him, I'm like, that part of the program I think is very important for new people. To have like
right.
this, like to really buy in, and really do it like full bore, and
right.
And really almost become obsessive with it. I think for it to work for any long period of time.
I don't think that's the case. I think that's what we were trained to do, and I think that's why you're either all in or all out. That's why I don't think there's people who can live and enjoy. Like, it's all or nothing. And I know guys who who aren't as so obsessive over the program, but they still, their whole like talkie is still programmed. Like, there's no, like Frank used to always say, he hated the way people would sound speechy, right? Every time they say things, they sound speechy. They sound like all they're doing is regurgitating blurbs that they read.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, it's true. And I know guys who have 30 years clean, good guys, but they still got that blurby fucking bullet point speech that they talk, right?
Yeah, I run into people like that from time to time. They talk to you in slogans and certain phrases that like speakers use, and you're like, dude, we're in line at Quick Check, bro. What are you talking about? I asked you how you're doing. Like, what are we doing here?
I remember, I think I've said this before, like that time when I had knock on them. I mean, it's been a long time, but I was right when I was doing Last Comic Standing. So 2014, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing Last Comic, and I got voted off. So it was like the August or September of that year. Me, Frankie.
Yeah.
You want to read something? Are you trying to read?
No, I'm not trying to read it. It looked like we weren't live, so I was checking.
Oh,
I still hear
you. Wanted to read. No, I didn't know if you wanted to read something.
No.
You looked excited to say something. I'm like, is he reading something? Okay, so me, Frankie, we're gonna go meet Big Lou and some other dude at this meeting Friday night, and we were gonna go to the city to get something to eat. So they're at the meeting. Me and Frank aren't going to the meeting. We're just meeting them there. So we pull up in front of the meeting, and everyone's getting out, and I see a guy that I hung out with a lot when I first got clean, and I hadn't seen him in a long time. So I'm like, I'm going to go say what's up to Fritz. So I got out of the car and went over there and talked to him for a few minutes, and then this dude came up to me. Not going to say his name, but he's like, me and the wife, man, we really were rooting for you on that last comic. I'm like, thanks, man. Yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't work out. He's like, yeah, I know, man. And I was like, he's like, what happened? I was like, well, I got in my head because they told me all this good stuff, and I started to think how good the money would be for my kids, and that I would just relieve a lot of pressure for me and my family. It was just, I looked at the prize. I didn't do the job.
Right.
Basically. And he's like, yeah, self-sabotage is what we do to each other. And I was like, no, I didn't. No. I don't know. Maybe you didn't hear me. I did not pay attention to the day-to-day job of my comedy, and I was looking at the bigger picture and not doing the job at hand because the bigger picture was like so promising to me, and I really couldn't wait for it to happen.
Right.
Yeah, man, self-sabotage. And I was like, all right, I'm out.
Never mind.
So,
dude. Just never
like,
mind.
yeah. I mean, like, you don't even know how to have a normal conversation with the society. Do you think this is society? It's just, I remember this girl, like, I was at a meeting. I'm not going to say the broad, but this broad sharing. One broad girl shared, so she went, she was going to go to the mall tomorrow, something like that. So I don't know what she was saying.
Right.
And then this other girl has to tell everybody where they had to live. She was like, listen, we have shopping issues. You got to just watch yourself. I know that you just can't go. Like, you have shopping issues, you dumb fuck. She doesn't have shopping issues. You have shopping issues. Why is it that your fucking, hurdles and life struggles are everyone's life struggles?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember being at a convention, and it was like these older guys. They were like, yo, it was the New Year's Eve convention, and they were like, we're out. We're going to go down Atlantic City for the night. Go play some cards.
Mm-hmm.
And the people were like, can you believe they're leaving a convention to go play cards? I'm like,
yeah,
I can. I can believe that. It's not a big deal. Well, it's gambling. You have a problem gambling. They're just going to have fun with their friends. Like, just because it's your issue don't mean it's the program's issue. And that's the problem I have with it. It's, hey, we all got to do it this way. It's like, no, we don't. And they find these excerpts in the book, and they try to make that like it's a set of in-stone instructions on how you're supposed to live. And there's nothing. There's not one thing in any of the literature that tells you how to be in this program. But everyone takes it and reads it as this is how we're supposed to be. And it's not true. And that's what fucks people up, man. Because they make it seem like this is the way it is. It's like, no, it's not how it was supposed to be. They took a simple, beautiful program and they fucking did what they did to it.
Mm.
And it so makes me sick. But I'm not going to go and fight their fucking mentality. It's there already.
Right.
It's already here. You've already gone there. There's no way to dial it back. But you see all those guys who bought it there, they get lost. They lose respect. People start to go, who the fuck are you? All you do is this? Like, you know what I mean? Then people start to gravitate away from them. Like, get me the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get away from me, dude. Get away from me, dude. And then they got these little core guys who they think they're the leaders. Here's my book. You ever see their books? Like, the normal basic text is like this thick. But they got so much shit in it that it's like, and it's like this thick, and it's got tabs, and everything's highlighted. It's like,
yeah, I don't know, man. It was never me.
I remember speaking at a beginner's meeting, and this kid in front of me had like his basic text, and he had it like in his hands, and it was like maybe like a reading, a first step, it was a first 1, 2, 3 step meeting, right? So first step, second step. So we were on a first step maybe, and we read it, and then I was speaking on it, and this guy had his book in his hand, and I took his book, probably like 9 months clean. I took his book and I opened it up, and I was like, oh yeah, you highlighted all the wrong stuff, man.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Joe Fernandes is watching you. Did you leave for a minute and come back in?
I tried putting it on my computer here so I can have it up here instead of down on the pad, but
got it.
I don't even want to pay attention because it's too much to do.
It's too much. Did we ever know what we're doing for Wednesday's bracket?
No, we haven't picked it. I figured we'd pick it here. I got a notification on my phone. Somebody tagged me in a TikTok video. I haven't done that yet. Someone mentioned me in a video.
On TikTok?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to watch it. Let me see real quick. It's already spam.
Really?
I'm already getting TikTok spam. I like it. I saw you're on TikTok now.
I figured it out. You're so delayed again with me and you, but yeah, I am.
Yeah. You liking it? It's fun, right?
Well, I mean, I like that the voiceover. There was when it was Musically, I did that once.
Yeah.
Before they bought Musically, or whatever.
Oh,
vice
they did?
versa.
I don't know what Musically is.
Musically was the same type of app, but you lip sync.
Okay.
A lot of lip syncing, so you lip sync movies or songs.
Yeah.
They had the rights to a lot of music. So I had that for a little while. I still haven't figured out how to do some of the other creative things on there, but I will. I'll poke around and figure it out.
Yeah,
I like doing the voiceover. I mean, I'm going to do it with a point. Every voiceover is not going to be just to do the dumb voice.
Yeah, no, I got some voiceovers I'm going to do on that. I saw like a Pulp Fiction one.
Right.
And stuff, but it's fun.
I
So
like it.
I got I got a couple messages today. People saying they're like, "Oh, thank you for your TikTok videos. They're making me laugh. I really enjoy your TikTok videos." I'm like, "Oh, I got like texts too," and I'm
Nice.
like, "Ah, thanks." I'm like, "I'm glad you guys like my descent into a 14-year-old girl." But the Coming to America one made me laugh. I thought that was.
Yeah. I saw that when I first signed up to TikTok like a month and a half ago. That was before I knew that you can click the bottom thing, add the audio. I didn't have to even try it. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that was funny. My neighbor saw me doing that, like lip syncing that. She's like washing her fence, and I'm like, I wonder what she's actually thinking of me sitting here like, yes.
So you're just
yes.
So you're just lip syncing. You're not saying the words.
No, they're the app.
I
does.
know. I know how it works, Joe. When you're recording it, you're not saying it out loud.
No.
It can't hear you.
All right.
The audio.
Yeah, but I was
down.
outside and my neighbors were out. I didn't feel like yelling. I just figured.
Okay.
I didn't feel like actually saying,
When
"Good
I
morning,
first
my
tried-
neighbors."
When I first tried, the first time I tried it, I tried to do it without saying the words, just lip syncing. And it's like, no, I can't do it. I gotta. Yeah, I couldn't do the Rosses. Like, I'm fine, without doing, with just going. It did not work.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that I couldn't do it. And then I was like, let me see. So as it was going on, I was like, can you hear me right now saying this? And I listened. I was like, oh, you can't hear me at all. Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Nah, it's fun. It's cool. It's more fun than. It's a nice way to just be goofy.
Exactly.
And have a good
I did
time.
the Goodfellas one because I saw it and I was like, that is so funny. What am I clown to you? That like, and I thought like when we all come back from doing comedy, we're not going to be able to. We know how to interact with the audience. And everybody's like, hey man, you're really funny. What do you mean I'm funny? Funny how? What the fuck you talking? Like we're going to be so guarded because we haven't been interacting.
You should. When I was watching it, like before I clicked it and saw what you were doing before the sound came on, I saw you doing Pesci, because you have a Robert De Niro like look to you.
Right.
Your face, like you could, if you put on your suit and just did your hair a little bit and did a Robert De Niro one.
Yeah.
I bet you could pull it off perfectly and it'll be hilarious.
Maybe I will.
Yeah. Whether it's like Meet the Fockers or fucking, Goodfellas. Analyze this, something.
Yeah.
But don't do it, not with the Yankee hat on. Like, really do it. I think it could be.
I know. My hair's a mess, man.
It's not that bad.
I don't have. Here's the thing. I don't have regular hair. I can be like, I'm not doing a hat today. I'm just swam and do some kind of
regular hair.
All right, you're a bald guy, so you don't understand.
Yeah, I used to have luxuriously beautiful hair. I mean, dude, I don't even want to talk about it. It was. I mean, dude. All right, go ahead. I was just dreaming. I was tearing up from memories of beautiful, luscious locks.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I guess I am freezing. We're freezing on
I
the
know
video.
there's nothing we can do.
No, I know.
It's not on our end, so it's something with either Fios or Facebook. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, guys.
I'm out of that. What was I saying?
We were talking your hair.
So, regular, normal hair. Like, I can take my hat off. I don't have hair that I can just wash, comb, and it's a thing. There has to be product in it. It has to be styled.
So why don't you put product and style it?
Because it's so long, it won't do anything. It just falls. It won't go anywhere.
Why don't you just comb it straight back?
I don't look good like that. What am I?
No, but why not? Do a little flop.
For the De Niro thing, I'll comb it back maybe, but it's just not.
Show us your hair.
I can't. It's flattened out. It's like it's got nothing. It's got no life. You got to leave it alone. It's I just don't have that kind of hair, man. I never have. Used to be. It's just straight. It doesn't have volume to it. It's just. There's no body.
Yeah.
You know.
Got to put mousse in there.
What?
Mousse.
Yeah, product.
Gel.
Yeah, product.
You should shave it just for quarantine.
Get the fuck out of here.
Just to say.
No, I don't want to say.
Why not?
No, I'm good.
Why? You're not going to go on stage till December anyway.
You don't know that. Have you watched any of those Zoom shows yet or no?
The Zoom stand-up shows?
Yeah.
Early on, I saw a few. I was actually talking with someone today. The only person I know that's doing stand-up and actually doing it well on video from their home is Michael Somerville.
I saw it. Yeah, he just does quick, almost like a monologue.
I think that's the way to do it, though. I don't think if you sit there act like you're like doing a stand-up set, it works. But if you're doing set-up punch or one-liners, you could do a 5-minute video and kill it, especially if you stay topical.
You might be right, but I hear the people who are doing Zoom with a crowd and an audience, they would, what's his name, call me, Troy Allen on Friday. We were talking for a little while.
Yeah.
And he said, Steve, was it Hofstetter?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't ever say his name.
Hofstetter.
He's doing a show, a 3-man show, like a host, a feature, and a headliner. They sell tickets to get in. There's monitors, like they call the bouncers of the club. They have a host, like everything's set up, and then the everyone's open. You can hear everyone laughing, and then there's bouncers. If anyone like talks and steps over your jokes or like their ambient sounds too loud, the bouncer clicks them out. They're out.
Yeah.
And Troy says it's really good. He said you hear the laughter. It's like really good.
Yeah. Not for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna watch them before I do anything like that. But I
don't know. It's almost like you want to tell. I don't know. It's like it's cool you see comics trying to do these things, but you almost want to be like, dude, you guys have an opportunity to like delve into something else that you've never had time for, like maybe or something. Like just give it a rest and come back the way it's supposed to be done. That's like a guitar player. Like musicians are great because they could just play to your.
Right.
But that's like a guitar player not having a guitar and just being like, all right.
Air guitaring it?
Yeah, I'm an air guitar and go, wow. It's like, what's this guy doing, man? It's just not the same.
But apparently it is. Apparently people are enjoying it. I think, what's his name?
People may be enjoying it. I just don't feel like I'd ever feel secure like it was. I don't know. I just feel like I don't think I would feel good at home doing it.
Well, my thing is
I'd have to do a character. I'd have to do like my Tommy character.
Yes, I could not. Or you just have to be really in the moment that day. And then, the Steve show is like the fucking headliner's got to do like 45 to an hour.
Fuck that.
So, but I saw like Ryan Broth. He does it. He does, 3 man. I don't know if they just do. Everybody does 20 minutes to an hour show.
Do you have to pay to watch them, or they're just online?
Yeah, they're $5, like $5 a show.
Yeah.
And people are paying because it's working, and people are getting it. They're getting the vibe. Well, I don't know how it feels. But I don't know if I would be up there and be like, so I went to the doctor. I don't know if I can do that. Like, when'd you go to the doctor? Oh, 5 months ago before this all happened. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's no more, last week what my son did when we were at the store. Like, we weren't at the store.
No, honestly, the whole fun of stand-up is being in the moment with an audience live.
Or just being in the moment, period. And the moment is quarantine and coronavirus. That is the moment. I'm in my fucking in my bedroom. That's the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't be like, so anyway, so I'm on Tinder and this girl, like, what? That's happening today?
You couldn't do like detached jokes.
You just couldn't. And that's like my only thing that's holding me back, because I'm always the guy, you see me. When I'm on stage, I am in the moment for for a lot of it.
I may have to spend $5 to watch one of these to see what level of good it really is.
You never know. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But then there's the ones that do on Instagram Live, and Troy's like, do not do those because you don't hear the audience at all. There's no audience, just you talking to your camera.
Hey, more power to them, man. You know what?
Yeah.
If that's what you feel you need to do, and you can make some scratch doing it.
Exactly. Yep.
I don't. I just don't think I could see myself doing it. Like I feel like I've in my heart said I will never do stand up again if that's what it becomes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like my last show has already happened then.
Yeah. I get it.
I'm just doing some. I'll start making videos then and like funny videos to get my humor out because it's just I don't know.
We'll just keep writing stuff and doing like what's his name? Fuck, why can't I think of people's names ever?
Steve?
Bill
Baranke?
Is that a name that you know? He's just making names up.
No, he did a dry bar.
Say it. Yes, Bronca. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't sound like it was the right name. So he hit me up, just asked me about how am I doing with unemployment and stuff like that. But he also then said, he was like, what are you doing? How are you doing creatively? Creatively. Mm-hmm. He's like, he was like, I feel like a complete loser. And he's like, turns out I have horrible work ethic. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I have all this time and I'm not capitalizing on it because I would hate to come out of this thing with nothing.
Yeah, I was telling myself that story in my head, like, dude, you're just not creative. You got no life you're living.
Yeah.
Then I was actually, listening to a podcast where they talked about that book we love, The War of Art.
Yeah.
Where it talks about resistance, and I realized that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing a heavy load of resistance.
Right.
And then when I joined that writers group and I started writing, and boom, it's like, yes, I sat in front of I started jotting down notes for the ideas I was going to write, and then boom, I sat down to write, and I fucking wrote something. Is it the world's greatest script? No, but it's fucking something that came out of the ether of creativity. The muse came and visited me because I sat down to do the work, and I got a script out of it it's okay.
Right.
And it's like, that's it. You just got to sit down and do the work. See, I think comics are inherently lazy because we just get up and do our thing. You can make something up in the moment. You don't, especially when you've been doing it for a while, it's like you don't even really need to sit down and do much.
Right, no.
It's not like your open mic days where you're like, fucking holy shit.
You're right.
How am I going to fill 5 minutes tonight? This is insane. Am I Eddie Murphy?
Was it the HBO special?
God, I did a strong 3 last week. Now they want 5? Oh my God. I'm going to need pages and pages. Pages and pages.
Should I hire writers? Do I need to hire writers?
Oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy. So it's like, yeah, I'm almost like trying to get like open micer mentality.
Right.
Where it's like, just start writing shit. Now, I haven't really been writing any stand-up.
Right.
I've been writing other things, but I'm going to start trying to write some stand-up. Even though that's never how I used to do stand-up. I never sat down and wrote jokes out and took them to the stage. It was always like, I had this idea or there's something that happened to me. I'm going to go talk about it tonight. And it would usually do like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
But it was enough legs to be like, oh, okay, now I know.
Right.
And then you just the next night, and I would build the joke that way. I rarely sat down like a technician.
No. I mean, I have an idea. Something happened to me. I go and say it on stage, and I just keep saying it on stage. And then maybe 50 times later, when I'm writing out my set, I'll write out more on that joke. But it doesn't come out of nowhere. What?
Do you ever like come out like you're like, I'm going up with this idea tonight, and it gives you like a 10 or a 12 out of 10. You know what I mean? And it just murders. You're like, did I accidentally steal this? Like it works so good. You're like, is this in somebody else's act that seeps into my brain? Like, how did it work this good tonight? Or it's like, is this the hackiest thing ever? Like, you're like, I don't like how well this worked.
That's just because our brain won't allow us to just do it. Because what it is usually for me, the first time, it's because that's the most organic it'll ever be.
Yeah, you're passionate and just.
And it's an idea you just had happen today. It's like, oh my God, dude, this guy cut me off, and blah, 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 and you say it, and they're like, oh, that's hilarious. And then you start fucking working your magic and working the craft, and you craft the fuck out of it, and you like try it the next time up, and it's like, then that guy cut me off, and then it was like, okay.
You got to pull back a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember that when I did my jokes about my father's funeral, and then even the most recently about cannibalism. Like, cannibalism was getting to be like 10, 12 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like a nice 7. It's like I just had
right.
like, just stop, Joe. Just stop. Like, we get it. You know, you just keep. I mean, you keep finding these little nuggets, and you're like, are you gonna just do like a whole like special on cannibalism? Like, you know, there's some other jokes that could be lengthened. You could be spending some time on those.
Right.
See, that's about the only time I become a technician is when I have a good joke that's like working and I want to make it more rich. Then I'll not sit down and like in my thoughts, but I'm always thinking about like what I can add to it and then jotting those notes down.
If I have a joke and I really like for instance, that choking the story.
Yeah.
I always struggle with how to get out of it.
Yeah.
How to end it. So that's a joke that I have written out word for word 10 or 15 times just to see where it's going, and then like looking at it going, where can I really take this story to fucking bundle it up nicely? So that is what I do. So I tell stories, I tell jokes on stage, and then when I'll sit down, I'll listen to my set, and then I'll go, okay, oh, that's funny joke right there, and I'll write out every word of that joke and be like, boom, and then I'll be like, oh, fuck, yeah, that's funny. Oh, yeah, and I'll just add to it that way.
Yeah.
Now, but sometimes jokes never make it to paper. They just stay in my act as the way I say it.
Oh, me too, dude. I just have no. I see people with like pads, like busted out, like in the green room, like big pads with like, or like typed out things, and I'm like.
Well, that's why one time I was at Gotham, and I'm sitting next to Gaffigan, and Gaffigan's got his manila envelope, opens it up, and his jokes are typed out almost like on script form. Like, you know what I mean? Like stapled together, and he's looking at his notes. He just looks so nice. He's got it all written out how he wants to talk about it tonight.
Yeah.
And mine is that bundle of paper of art, right? Like, so this is my set list. Right?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
And his was like all this beautiful, neat stuff. So I tapped him on the shoulder and I point to his notes. I'm like, 5 1 hour special. And I point to my notes. I'm like, no hour specials. But I think I've done it his way, and it is 1,000 times better.
I'm sure.
When I take a joke that's kind of fresh and not do it on stage 20, 30, 40 times, 2 or 3 times, and then bring it to the paper and bring it to the computer and write out on it, it gets better, funnier, and more clever, smarter. You know what I mean? Like, it just does. It gets shorter. It gets just boom, boom, boom. When I do it quick. When I don't, and I let it sit in my fucking jokes, and I just say it for a few months, when I bring it back to the paper, I've already think I've wrung it out.
Right.
So it's hard to, you know what I mean? It's like I've already know all the angles. So I'm like, yeah, I've seen that already. But when I'm freshly looking at it, it works better. And writing it out, I've done that. When I was doing the ships, I was trying to do my set or these jokes I haven't done in years. I wrote it out like a script, like he did it. I wrote it all out. And I was like, okay, when I went up on stage, I was able to tell this story, and everything was written out in my brain, and it went.
I'm going to try it with the new act that I build.
There you go.
You know, because I have like a handful of jokes left over that didn't make the CD.
Right.
So like I'm going to build off of those because I still love those jokes, but they just didn't fit on it.
Right,
so
right.
It's like I could have pushed the CD to over an hour and
right.
But KP was like, "Oh, you didn't do that one joke." I'm like, I don't know, it just didn't fit. You want it to kind of fit,
right?
You know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah, and it's good to have it left over.
Yeah, I left in because instead of like sandwiching a joke that A wasn't ready, I just left in some crowd work that happened that night.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm leaving that in. Fuck it. Who cares if it?
Right.
Like, I feel like if you listen to the whole CD through, that track will make total sense. You know.
Right.
But even not, it's just, it is what it is. But no, I want to.
But that writing thing, that writing assignment or the exercises that you're getting from that writing group.
Yeah, that'll help me.
And it helped me already. I mean, I wrote 4 pages of dialogue today. I wrote all that stuff I wrote today within 15 minutes. It all came to me, and I wrote it.
Yeah, because you just had the thing to push you.
And I like that. It gives me an exercise. It's like you go to the gym. It's like you go to the gym and you have no plan, right? So you're just looking at all the machines. Like, do I do the thing? Do I pick up the weight?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do any of this. It's too overwhelming. But if someone says, hey, when you get to the gym, just do 5 minutes on the stairs. Oh, okay. 5 minutes on the stairs. And you're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to do the bike next. You know what I mean? It's just...
Yeah. And don't worry about if it's good or not. Just do the assignment.
Correct.
And just get it out. Because, like the old saying, writing is rewriting.
Right.
First draft of everything sucks.
When I was going to the library every day, I went there like I was a monologue writer. That's what I did.
Yeah.
That was my daily writing. Go look for jokes in the news and write monologue jokes.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. And if they were good, I would tweet them.
Yeah.
They're mine. I'm not in. They weren't going anywhere. They were just for me.
Yeah, just to work the muscle.
Correct. And that's like if I have an assignment, like I asked Vladimir once, can you just send me like a sitcom or a show's writing pack? What, like an example. And then I could take that and go, I need to do this today.
Yeah.
I mean, just to write stuff. What's his name? Can't think of his name right now. He's a writer for Bill Maher. I said, can you send me just samples of how you get those samples? And I'm writing for Bill Maher.
That's good, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little direction is all I need.
Yeah.
If I get a little left with no direction.
Yeah, you need a mission. You need like a mission to go after.
Yes.
Like I was saying, when I put together the CD, it taught me a lot listening to the tracks and putting it together, because I'm like, okay, this is a nice CD of a representative of my career thus far and me becoming a stand-up comedian.
Right.
These are my. But so I was thinking, like after I sent it to the editor to mix it, I was like, just thinking about my neck, I was thinking about specials and like specials that resonate with people and why specials. Some people are like, oh, that special was boring, and then you think about some of these specials, you're like, yeah, they probably could have been a CD because it was in the room comedy. Right. A CD, you could put yourself in the room in your head. Right. Where I'm like, I think if I build a special to film, I got to build something with purpose that connects in some fashion. Not saying like I'm gonna do a one topic special, but it's gotta have. It can't just be bits. Right. It's gotta be like a journey of some.
Can't be like, so I'm out with my corgi, bro. You love donuts. Did you guys ever have steak sandwiches?
Right, which is fine. Nightclub act, this chunk to that chunk to that chunk. But if you want to build a special, I think that people are like, wow, that's a good special. Right. It's got like some sort of through line.
Did you see Chris D'Elia's new?
No, I didn't.
I want to watch it because I've seen clips.
Yeah.
And then someone put up something on TikTok with his voice, and just like how drunk girls don't, like the one person don't give a fuck about anything is a drunk girl. Mm-hmm. And he's like a drunk girl be like, yo, there's an alligator next to you. And she's like, so it's an alligator. We worry about an alligator? Are you worried about it? And then she turns it on you. It's like, are you worried about the alligator going to take your job? Are you worried about the alligator taking your job?
Take your job.
He was so random with it, but it was so funny. Every bit I've heard him do, every little clip that he's put up, and I heard someone else put up, is really fucking funny, man.
Yeah. That's what I want to start watching. Like, like people like will post like, blah blah blah. This special sucked, and like I didn't even see it, so I can't. But I'm like, you know what? I want to watch these specials because even if it does suck, I want to know why it sucks.
Right.
Like I want to know what is wrong with this? Did it just
Yeah.
is it just 20 minutes of good jokes and then falls apart?
Right,
Is
right.
it like I find that I like a lot of specials that I like have like a almost like a through line. Like you could just almost see like it was
Almost like a theme to
like
it. Not
like when you
necessarily.
watch even like Doug Stanhope, even if he's not your cup of tea, but
Right.
his specials are just so watchable because they're just like he'll start with something just insane,
Right.
and you just know where it's going. It never veers off from that.
Right, right, right.
You know, you're like, wow, if
Right.
he's starting with that, where the fuck's he going with this?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's interesting.
Right.
Like it keeps you're like, wow, this is
Uh-huh.
like the Who special I thought was great. I saw people shit on it and I was shocked. I mean, not shocked because people that shit on specials publicly are typically awful comedians.
No, always.
Yeah, but Ronnie Chang,
I heard a lot of good things. People keep like
I
I've watched it.
I don't laugh out loud watching a special at home. Even
Right.
if I think it's funny. There's like a few people do that to me, like Joey Diaz.
Yeah, yeah.
And, dude, Ronnie Chang had me. I was fucking cracking up. I'm
Really?
looking at the imaginary people on my couch, like, see what he said? It's hilarious. But no one joining in with me. It's a lonely man watching comedy specials.
Hey, I watched that movie Good Boys.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny, but not wall to wall funny like you were saying it was.
I thought it was. I thought it was hilarious.
It was funny, but it
I
wasn't.
mean, it
just,
was no Love Actually, but
They're not the same movies.
yeah. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, just watched it a few nights ago because I saw like a long trailer for it. I laughed my ass off the whole trailer.
Mm.
I mean, everything. And then when I watched the movie, it just wasn't as good. I liked that the black kid was like, my mom's my best friend. And the little white kid's like, what about me? Like,
Yeah. I thought it was a lot of good, subtle, funny humor. Just
There was.
especially
There was.
the
There
kids
was.
just saying shit wrong. It was just so
Yeah,
funny, man. I don't know.
yeah.
I
No,
love
it was.
But yeah, I saw people shit on that too. But what are you gonna
No,
do?
people, I don't shit on anything. Like, shit on anything. Like, because I know everybody has their own taste, man.
Yeah.
So, like, everybody, comedy's subjective, music is subjective, television shows, everything is, it's what you like. I just hate when people are so like, you like that, it's fucking hard, but the guy's not fun. It's not good. It's not good. So they've tricked 30 million people into enjoying it. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. Well,
You
that's
know what
like,
I'm
I
saying?
mean, honestly, I like Tiger King, but the way people were talking about it, you're just like, it wasn't that great. I mean, it was okay.
What was good about
If
it
we
was-
weren't
was
under
just-
quarantine, I don't think it would have made a blip.
at all. And what was good about it? It was just interesting and just odd. That's it. It was like a odd thing to watch. It was like, oh, this is goofy. Let's watch it. It's like, if you watch, I know you used to watch that Bama, Florida fucking thing. You like that show?
Florida Bama Shore?
Yeah, that shit, right? I think that's shit, garbage.
Well, but you watch it because it's shit.
Correct, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I came to Tiger King, I watched it because it was shit.
Yeah.
Did you tell me to watch the Whites, the Wonderful Whites or whatever it is,
I never heard of it.
the Wild Whites of West Virginia?
Nah, I never heard of it.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
You think fucking Tiger King's got?
Is it a documentary?
It's a documentary. It's executive produced by what's the dude from Jackass?
Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah. So it's like these West Virginia rednecks called the Whites. Their last name is Whites. And like they're all just trash, drug dealing, fucking drug using trash.
Mm.
So I was watching, me and my son were just watching the trailer, and me and my son were like, this is like watching, it's like, this show is like what happens before an episode of Cops starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like this is what's happening.
It's on Netflix?
I think it's on Prime. Could be
Okay.
on Netflix though.
All right.
But yeah, it's like exactly what, like, before the cameras come on from Cops, this was what was happening.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Then the cops show up. It just says rednecks, and like one dude's like, he has like a pill bottle. He's like, click, 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 click. You know what that is? That's called the West Virginia mating call. It was like pills. Click, click, click.
That's hilarious. I gotta see that.
They're trash. But all right.
Good stuff, man.
So do we know what we're gonna do? You said you're gonna put something out there for.
Yeah, what do you want to do on Wednesday?
I don't know. Let's do 80s movies.
80s movies?
Yeah.
But no, we can't be. That's a little too vague like the last time. It's got to be like 80s comedies or 80. You know what I mean? Because then you're gonna have
I get it. So let's do comedies.
Just comedies.
Let's just do comedies.
Straight
period.
comedies. Best comedies. So I'll put a thing out there. I'll tag you.
Tell people to put their top 5.
Yeah,
comedies.
I mean, you could even actually. I'll put it out. You put it out.
Yeah,
and then we'll tally the shit up. Make a bracket.
Okay.
Bing bang boom.
Boom.
And then we'll have fun with that. I like doing shit like that.
All right, man. Cool.
So, all right, people, sorry for the technical difficulties with the live stream. We don't know why it's happening. So, go listen to the audio podcast, or the full video will be on YouTube tomorrow, if you care. And please subscribe on any podcasting apps on your phone to help us. That really helps us a lot. Also, go to youtube.com/Joe Fernandes to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go subscribe to Mike Gaffney's YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.